warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Now we've come to topic 4.5, integration by part, which is IBP. So when should we use IBP? This is when we want to integrate two functions that are multiplied to each other. Okay, so these are the steps that you need to follow. So for example, you have this integrate here of these two functions multiplied to each other. So the first step is you must select one of the function here to be u and the rest of the function here, including dx, to be dv. How should you choose u and dv? This is according to Layet. Alright, so this is your reference in order to choose u and dv. So let's focus on choosing u so that the rest of them should be dv. So the u should be the one that is coming first from Layet. So L here stands for logarithm or ln. I here stands for inverse trigo. E here stands for algebra. T here stands for trigo. And E here stands for exponential. So whoever comes first, that function will be chosen as u, and the rest of the function will be dv. So that is step number 1. For step number 2, since you have chosen u and dv, from u, let's find du over dx, and then let's further change it to du. And for dv, let us integrate dv so that you get v. However, when you integrate this, do not write plus c here. We will write plus c later on. That is step number 2. For step number 3, let us rearrange the question back, alright? And then the formula will be uv minus integrate v du. So you'll take u from the question, you'll take v from here, minus with integrate, take v again, and then take du. And then finally, let's solve for this integration here, and then let's simplify the whole answer. Now let us see the first example of IBP. So this is the question. You have integrate x sine x dx. So you know that you need to use IBP because this is two functions multiplied to each other. So now let's see the first step. We need to decide which one is u, which one is dv. And this is according to Layet. And then let's see one by one. Our x here is standing for A, which is algebra. And our sign here is standing for T, which is trigonometry. So since A comes first before T, therefore we'll put our x here as u and the rest of the function as dv. That is step number 1. For step number 2, from u, let's find du over dx and further find du. And from dv, let us integrate in order to find v. So let's do that. From u, du over dx is equal to 1. Therefore, du is equal to dx. Just cross multiply. So from dv here, let's integrate this so that you can get v. Therefore, integrate of sine x, you'll get minus cos x. So now we are finished with step number 2. Let's go to step number 3, which is let's apply the formula. Integrate u dv is equal to uv minus integrate v du. So let's do this. This is the question. And again, this is your u and this is your dv just now. Alright, so you can just focus on here. Now let's apply the formula. uv, so ux, v negative cos x minus integrate v du. So integrate v, just cut and paste this here, and du, which is dx. So now the first part is already ready. And we just need to solve the second part here. So minus and minus is plus. Integrate cos x dx. So let's solve for this. Integrate cos x dx is just sine x. Therefore, this is your final answer. Minus x cos x plus sine x plus c. So that's the end of example 1.